Fine. So till last class we were discussing different topics like how to build physical layer of repository and how to pull objects into your BMM layer and how to create subject areas or presentation catalogs in presentation layer. Then we saw a topic for this one, how to handle snowflake schemas. Okay, so we had a topic called enhancing product dimension. So we saw here how to uh, make joins between a dimension to dimension table and how to achieve star schema in your BMM layer and how to manage multiple logical table sources using your logical table sources concept. Okay, so now today let me discuss about adding various types of calculations to fact. And let me show you how to create dimensional hierarchies. Okay, so these two topics like adding various types of calculations to a fact and creating dimensional hierarchies, we will see how to do that today. Okay, meanwhile, to start with our practice, what we have to do, we have to open our RPD in offline mode. Okay, so our latest RPD for morning batch is OBIEE underscore ABC underscore morning underscore BA0059 dot RPD. Okay, so this is an RPD file. See here, you have a text document as well here. So we want RPD file. So for that, open administration tool. Meanwhile, I'll copy this as okay. I'll just copy this as OBA underscore ABC underscore morning. Okay, so let us open this OBA underscore ABC underscore morning dot RPD in offline mode, and let us just make changes for this RPD. Okay, so let me open this in offline mode first. So I have something called OBIEE underscore ABC underscore morning. Okay, so this file I'll be changing it, or you can even take the latest file also. Pardon. So you can take OBA underscore ABC underscore morning underscore BA0059 dot RPD, which is the latest one. Click on open. Provide the repository password. Okay. So it will have all the development that we did. Okay. Through logical table sources, we saw how type code and type how to define a content for our type table and all this. Okay. Now today let us see how to add different types of measures. Okay, using our existing column, let us see how to add other type of measures based on these columns, and let us see how to use something called calculation wizard and create some calculations, and let us see how to create a rank function and use it. Okay, so this class we will see different types of measures that we create. Okay, as of now let me create 5 different types of measures. Okay, one is dollars per unit sorted. Okay, so let me create this measure. So how to create a measure or any new logical column in your logical table is just right click on your fact sales table, new object, logical column. Okay, name your logical column as dollars per units ordered. Okay, okay, just click OK. Double click on your dollars per and go to column source. There are two options. One is derived from physical mappings. One more is derived from existing columns using an expression. If I select this, I can build a formula from my logical columns itself. In turn, each logical column is related to your physical column, right? So there is an edit expression icon here. So click on edit expression. What is the for which column I am making a formula? Dollars per units ordered. That means dollars divided. Suppose say there are 1,000 orders that I made, and dollars is like 1 lakh. So what is the average dollars per each order? So 1 lakh divided by 1,000, it is like 100. So that is the calculation that I am looking at. Okay, so for that what I can do? Logical table, fact sales, select dollars. Here just select divided by. So divided by automatically comes here. Just select units ordered. Do you see dollars divided by units ordered? Click OK. And this is a measure. Do you see this aggregation tab is being disabled? And just observe for other columns. So for unit ship, do you see this aggregation is enabled? Right? And for the same thing for dollars per units ordered, aggregation is disabled. Why? Reason being, this is a column which is generated or which is developed from the existing logical columns. So if you do that, you cannot define aggregation content on that column, on the column dollars per units ordered, because this is derived from the existing logical columns, and multi-level aggregation is not supported in OBIEE. Okay, so if I try to give some of these things, again it throws out an error message. I cannot give you any multi-level aggregation because already aggregation is being defined on dollars separately and units ordered separately. Now I can only use them for direct operation, mathematical operation. I cannot define any aggregation, whether sum or count, max or min, anything like that, because by default this is like sum of dollars divided by sum of units ordered. This will be taken care by default. Okay, so just click OK. Now I want to create one more measure. Okay, like price into units ordered. If suppose say each of my product price is 10 rupees or 20 rupees, and the number of units ordered for each product is 100, so 10 into 100,000. So I want to make a particular calculation called price into units ordered. Okay, how to create a logical column? New object, logical column, price into units ordered. Okay, now tell me from where you get price information. Product price information is present in price list table here. How to get into my fact table? I have a fact table source D1 address S2, which is not at all joined to your D1 price list. So how to bring that? So I told you, you can achieve that using your multiple logical table sources concept. If you want to use price column, then go to general tab. How to add this? Add your products first, because product have a join with price list. Then add your price list. Okay, so your product and price list are there. Now any column from price list also can be used. Okay, just click OK. Now go to your price into units ordered. Go to column source. There is a source here, right? Physical source. Just edit this. And you have expression here, right? So price into units ordered, as of now it is not mapped to anything. I want to bring this from two tables. Okay, just edit the expression. For price into units ordered, what I am giving? D1 price list, price into D1 orders, units ordered. Okay, price into units ordered. These are physical columns. Just observe. So just click OK. So this table is been, this column is been mapped to two tables, price into units ordered. Price is from your dimension table, units ordered is from your fact table. Now you see this, even this is a calculation from two different tables, you still have aggregation tab enabled. So why is this? Because You are making calculations out of physical columns. If you make calculations out of physical columns, you can still give your aggregation content for a particular logical column. If you make logical column out of logical columns, you cannot define aggregation. Okay, this is how. Now select sum here, just click OK. So price into units ordered is also created. Okay, now let me create one more measure called cuts and percentage not shipped using calculation wizard. So what is the calculation wizard? Calculation wizard is a tool, is a utility provided by your OBIEE to make some standard calculations on your measure columns. Okay, so you can do in two ways. One is like go to tools, click on utilities. There is something called okay, in 10G it was there here, now they removed. Okay, now just observe this, click on units ordered, you see something called calculation wizard, right? So what you can do, just click on this calculation wizard. I want to calculate two formulas. One is cuts. So cuts is, suppose say units ordered minus unit shipped, and I want to calculate one more as percentage that are not shipped. Okay, so one is units ordered minus units shipped, which will give me cuts. Cuts means this is my measure name. So this I am writing anything. Otherwise, you can give the difference of units ordered and units shipped. You can give or change in units order or something like that. Okay, it is up to you. Now I am just giving cuts. So if I am ordering 1000 units and if the units that are shipped are only 950, 50 units are missed out. So I want to check that cuts, how much percentage are not shipped and what is the cuts exactly. Okay, so for that what I want to do, so there is an option, welcome to calculation wizard. Use this wizard to create new calculation columns that compare two existing columns. So this means it clearly says that using two columns you can make this use of this calculation wizard. If it is more than two, you cannot use it. The wizard has expression template handling special cases such as null values and division by zero. So these are the specialities, okay, which can which can be handled by your calculation wizard. Okay, just click on next. So I want, okay, just maximize this window. So here I want unit shipped column to be used along with units ordered. So by default I selected units ordered. Now I can select units shipped. Click next. So what I want change from units ordered. One more is I want percentage change. Just those two boxes are selected. Just see this. So percentage change and change is like units ordered minus units shipped. If you, in case if any value is null, automatically the wizard is itself is putting it as 0. So even if it is null values, 0 minus some value, otherwise 0 minus 0. If it is null and null, 0 minus 0. See, if is null written, if you give null, so null, or if you want value, you can just give 0. Okay, see, if you is null, just if you want null, it will become null. Otherwise, you can give a specific value as 0. Okay, by default, you need not to change anything. And percentage change is when unit shipped is null, there is some formula. Okay, so this is handled automatically. So I want units ordered minus unit shipped, and one more is percentage change. Units ordered minus unit shipped divided by unit shipped. Okay, will give you percentage that are not shipped. Okay, so just click next. So now it will create two calculation formulas. One is, go back, and for change I don't want calculation name as change unit shipped. I want calculation name as cuts. So just give calculation name as cuts, and for percentage change give the calculation name as percentage not shipped. Okay, so you are creating two measures. One is cuts here and one is percentage not shipped here. So just click on next. calculation wizard will create following calculations. One is cuts and one is percentage not shipped. So just click on finish. So you see cuts and percentage not shipped. And you don't have any aggregation rule for this because this is calculated using your existing columns. Units ordered minus unit shipped. And you can see this formula derived from existing columns using an expression is populated. Okay. And even for percentage not shipped also, this is populated. Open the expression. You can check out the formula. Case when unit shipped is null or unit shipped is 0 and units ordered is not null and this is not equal to 0, then give it as 100. Okay. So some formulas are defined here and units 100 into unit shipped divided by unit shipped and this formula will end. So this will give you the percentage of units that are not shipped. Okay. This formulas and all client only will give you. Okay. You can copy paste in however you want. Okay. You can just decide whether you want to get it from physical sources or you want to get it from logical sources and how it is. Okay. You need not to worry about the formulas. Right. So this is how you created dollars, price into units ordered, cuts and percentage not shipped. Let me create one more measure called rank of dollars. Okay, so how to create this? First thing is right click, create a new logical column before doing anything. Click OK. Go to column source, derive this from existing sources, and I want to use function called rank function. There is something function called display functions. Here I have something called as rank. So just select this. I want a number expression to be given here. So where do you get this? Logical tables, fact sales, dollars is a number. So just select this. So rank of dollars. Just click OK. Just click OK. So rank of dollars will give you ranked dollars. Okay. So this is how you can create your rank function. So just select all the 5, drag and drop them onto your fact sales. Okay. So all the 5 columns you can see it here. Save the changes, check consistency. So there are no errors or warnings or best practice violations left to report. So nothing is there, everything is proper. The immediate thing will be deploy this BIEE 0059 RPD in Enterprise Manager. Okay. Log into your EM. Login using WebLogic welcome one password. Go to Business Intelligence Core application. Go to Deployment tab. Lock and edit the configuration. Browse for the repository file and our latest file is BIEE0059.rpd. Just open this. Provide your repository password. Click on apply. So this will automatically deploy it with the latest value, latest version you can say. Click on activate changes. This takes couple of minutes. This takes some time. Okay. So you can create different types of measures, not only measures, even if dimension columns, suppose say you want to use concatenation operator, okay, and you want to use it in logical layer itself. You can create a new object logical column in dimension table, use concat operator and just go for first name concatenated with last name, and those in combination you can say it as full name. It is up to you. There is no rule like you have to create new logical column only for one table. You can create logical columns for facts as well as you can create logical columns for dimensions, and you can use existing logical columns to make a formula. And I told you consistency will fail if there is no direct or indirect mapping with a physical column. So even if I am creating a new logical column depending on the existing logical columns, I am still making sure that the new logical column is indirectly related to your physical sources, because the logical columns that you are pulling for the formula for the calculation are related to your physical columns. So even indirectly,
Sir, there were two more options like index and percentage. What are those for index?
you can use that. They also will give you some formula for creation. Let us see that also if you want.
Can we make customized functions also over here?
Customized
Like
functions,
if I
yes.
am doing a complex calculation, I want to use it in multiple ways. So is
Which
there a way
calculation? Can you tell me again?
like I'm doing units multiplied by 100 or salary divided by something and then
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
divided by
yeah.
8?
Yeah, you can make that. Yes, you can create your own calculations. That is what I am telling you. Your client also will be involved in giving the formulas, not only yourself. Your client also will give different types of formulas. You will write lot of case statements. If you see your BI apps, any logical columns, right? Lot of case statements will be there. Everything we write manually.
No, I got it, but my point is like for one logical column I am using a formula, and
Okay.
for some other logical column also I want to use the same formula. I don't want to repeat the whole things. Is there a way like I can make a function which calculates something and then I can call that function that logical column the same way we do in our database?
Okay, you want to use the PL SQL function and all, right?
Yeah, similar to that. Yeah.
See, if you want to use the same formula, you can just create the same formula in one column and you can directly use that column name in multiple places.
Hmm.
Okay, you can make that formula for one column, and this column, yes, we do that also. That column will be used in multiple places. You need not to create the same piece of code again and again. So in n number of columns, if you want to use that piece of code, first for that piece of code, create one logical column, and that logical column can be used in all the places. Right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So let me restart all the changes. So can someone tell me what is the command to look into OPMN component status from command prompt? So how to do that?
Go to BI home,
Which one?
instances one. BI home, C drive where
First,
OBIEE
first
is
I
stored.
first I have to open command prompt. Then your
Instances one.
OBIEE installed folder.
Yes,
In
yes.
my case, E drive, and your
Middleware.
BI installed folder middleware. Right? In your case, it will be BI
Yes.
home. Next, instances.
Instances.
Yeah, instances one.
Instance one.
CD
Bin.
bin. And what is the command?
OPMN CTL status.
CTL space status.
Status.
Okay, all are down. BI server is initializing. One more is alive. So it will take some time to start. Okay, let us wait. Okay, restart all completed successfully. So just close this. So just check your status now. So everything is alive, right? Now just log into your application and check the formulas that we created. Okay, so we created price into units ordered, cuts, percentage not shipped, and rank dollars. Okay, now let me go for product type. I want to look at type. What is the dollar amount? And for each type, how many units are ordered and how many units were shipped, and what is the cuts and what is percentage not shipped. And I want price into units ordered. Just click on results. Okay. Now for type baking, my dollars is this. Units ordered and units shipped were like 149961, and you can see 149917. 46917 were shipped. So what is the difference between your units ordered and units shipped is 3044. And percentage not shipped is 2% that are not shipped. Okay, how it is calculated? 3044 divided by 146917 into 100 will give you 2%. And price into units ordered is like price of each product in under your baking into total number of units ordered, that is 149961. Okay, and if you want to see rank of dollars, you can even see that. So first is top is your poultry, $7 million almost, and the second is your 4 million vegetables. And if you want to order them, yes, you can order it by rank of dollars. How do you do this? Sort in ascending order. So just go to sort, give sort ascending. Your rank dollars will be added, sorted in ascending order like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. So like this, you can order all your product types in ascending order of their revenue. Okay, like this. So these are the different types of measures that will be helpful for us while working with OBIEE. Like you can create n different types of measures, not only these things. According to formulas, there are different types of formulas. So the basic remains the same. Always when they ask you to create a logical column with a different formula, so it is up to you. Decide. See, it is developer's intelligence to decide how we can build it. So 1 and 2 are there. Client will give me 1 into 2 plus 2 divided by 2 plus 3, something like that. So it is up to you whether you want to go for physical layer expression, or whether you want to go for just directly logical column. One is coming from one column, two is coming from two different, one more column. Then you can make formula from these two columns in logical layer itself. You need not to go and give it in physical layer. Okay. So it is up to you how to make a calculation in your BMM layer, right? Okay. So now let us see how to create this one. Next topic for today is create dimensional hierarchies. We will see how to create dimensional hierarchies and what is the necessity for your hierarchies. So why do we need hierarchies is generally to define first thing is, main thing is to have drill down functionality in your dimension columns. Now can I drill down something on poultry? No, I don't have the drill down functionality here. So when I create dimensional hierarchies, I can even drill down and look into its subordinate or child objects. So suppose say if I click on poultry, I can see how much under poultry, if there are different types of subtypes, I can even look into all the corresponding revenues. Okay. Now as of now I don't have that functionality. And one more is to define your navigation content, either for fact table or a dimension table. You have to have your dimension hierarchies. And see, there is a question like, is it mandatory to have dimension hierarchies? No, it's not mandatory, but if you have them, it is additional use. It has a lot of other uses. Okay. So for all you can create calculated level based measures, You can go for defining aggregation content for multiple logical table sources. You can have drill downs. Okay, all those can be achieved using your dimensional hierarchies. When I say I am not saying fact hierarchies, I am saying dimensional hierarchies, because hierarchies can be built only for dimensions. Okay, and one more thing is, there are two different types of hierarchies in your OBIEE. We will see both. One is level based hierarchy, and one more is parent child hierarchy. Okay, what is a level based hierarchy? Is level based hierarchy has a different column to define each level in the hierarchy. When I say that, suppose say you know what a time dimension is, right? So can you tell me how your time dimension hierarchy can be built? I think you guys might have seen already. I think all you guys might have come across your time dimensions. So can someone tell me how your time can be split into different levels?
Year,
Yeah, yeah,
year, start from the year.
yeah. So year will be your maximum level, right? Yeah, year. Then
Month, quarter.
yeah, month or quarter. Before month, you can even keep quarter also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can have month. After month, you can have week, or if you don't want
Week,
week, you can even skip it. It is up to you. Then you will have something called day, right?
days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this functionality, if I want to achieve in my RPD, I should know about a concept called as hierarchy, dimensional hierarchy. And for year, in your time dimension, you will have a associated column called as year, right? And quarter, you have a associated column as quarter. And for month, you will have corresponding column month. This will be there in even physical layer also. But what is a parent child hierarchy? So can someone tell me where parent child hierarchies come? Do you know how employee table is? Hmm? So you and your managers both are employees to a particular organization, right? Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And just using your employee table alone, how you differentiate or how you define the different levels, who is a subordinate, who is your supervisor, and all those. Like I want to start from vice president, VP of sales, then go to your sales manager, then go to sales representative, then go to employee. So all these four hierarchies I want, and I have only single table and a single column called employee name. I have only employee name, and I have one more column as manager ID. I don't have corresponding levels defined. See, so you are able to correlate in the time dimension or in the level based hierarchy. For each level, I have a different column that is present at a particular level of hierarchy. Whereas in employee, if I give different levels, I don't have anything like that. Okay, just by default, I want to know who is a superior and who is a corresponding subordinate for him. Okay, so in that case, if you don't know the level for each for each level in your hierarchy, then you have something called as parent child hierarchies. I'll show you where to create parent child hierarchies and how to create parent child hierarchies. Most of the scenarios, like 95% out of 100 scenarios, you go for level based hierarchies. Very rare, like this employee, very rare scenario, you go for parent child hierarchy, which is of very minimal use. Okay,
So Kunal, you
most of
gave
the
the
cases.
example of employee table, right? So that is also kind of level-based hierarchy only. I mean, the senior would be at a one particular level, and then its junior would be one level below the senior level. So it can be level-based hierarchy, no?
Okay, let me show you how when to create level based hierarchies in this one. Okay, now you only tell me. Now I have like this. Suppose say type. Now do we have a table like this? Subtype, generic, specific. I have type as baking. I have subtype as biscuits or something like this. I have generic as diet biscuits, and I have a specific name as, suppose say Mary Gold or something. So this is normal diet biscuit, right? So you can have. Under baking again, I have subtype as, but I can give. Can you give me some subtype? Anything for veg puffs or egg puffs? You have all those, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suppose say I give some.
Cupcake.
Yeah.
Cookies.
For cupcakes you can give, right? Yeah. For subtype I can give cakes. And generic again in cakes. Suppose say if I want cupcakes separately, and you can have the same name. Mm,
Pastry.
Cupcake 50 oos, 50 pounds, something like that. Okay.
Okay.
So in my products, for each level, like type level, subtype level, generic level, specific level, I have a separate column. So when I create a hierarchy, I put type at type level, subtype at subtype level. But when I am speaking about parent-child hierarchies, just observe this. I have something called employee name, and I have people like this: John, Mary, Alan, mm, someone called Hari, Mahi, like this. And I don't have another levels. I don't have any other level. But you know this, these guys are like present in different level of your organization. One is the vice president, so you can have your designation. VP, sales manager, sales representative, sales representative, and you can say another senior manager. Okay, like this. Okay, so can I have a level how to differentiate like this, like type, subtype, generic, or specific? How I should know? And there will be one more column called as manager ID. Obviously without this you cannot even build. So for John there is no manager, so it will be null. For Mary, your John, like employee ID will be there 101. Suppose say 101, 102. Okay, now for this guy I don't have any manager. For Mary, 101 is my manager. For this one, 102. And for here also 102. And for Mahi, suppose say if I have manager as 101. So I have my organization hierarchy like this. So I have one guy as John as 101. I have two people under him, Mahi and one more guy, Mary, Mary, and I have Alan and Hari working under Mary. So this is my organization structure like this. So how to define this hierarchy? I want, if I click on John, I want to see these two guys, and if I click on this, I want to see these two people. Okay, like this. So how to achieve this? Do I have any separate column which can tell, okay, managers? Do I have a column called managers? And do I have a column called sales reps? If I have columns like this, yes, for each manager, yeah, I can have sales reps, and I can go for level based hierarchy only, right? I don't have like this. Everyone are present in a same column, and in a single column, and hierarchy is still existing. And these guys managers also we know for each person how it is been present. Okay, all this we know. Do I have a different column for VP and managers and sales reps? And if I have clerks, will I have data like this? And is it correct? Is it correct even if I have this? This becomes complex, right? So you should have a table which can handle this. So we will build a table, we'll create a table using this employee parent child relationship, whereas in your data warehouse you will have only one table like this with a single column where hierarchy is existing. In this case you want to go for your parent child hierarchies. So definition is like, when you clearly don't have a particular column to define level in your hierarchy, you go for parent child hierarchies. Okay, and there will be a single column, and using that single column itself you achieve this. Okay, fine. So let us just observe how to create level based hierarchy for two tables, for two dimension tables. Tomorrow we will see for one more table. Okay, so today we will see two different ways of creating level based hierarchies. Okay, so one way is directly from a business model, and one more is directly by right clicking on the table itself. Okay, so let us see both the ways, and just let me rename all my levels accordingly. Okay, so let me create for product, and let me create for customer today. Tomorrow I will show how to create for time and employee and all this. Okay, so because employee is a parent child hierarchy, and you guys also need that script. I already ran that script in my data warehouse. Okay, I will send you those scripts. You can use those scripts for employee type and this one. Okay, so we will see how to pull. As of now employee table is not there, right? We will see how to bring in employee table, and all those things also we can create it. Okay, now let me create a level based hierarchy for your product. So how to do this? So before you do something, what you have to do, you should have your RPD either in offline or online mode open. As of now let me open it in online mode itself, because I don't want to restart my services again. So just keep an eye on your type. So this is not highlighted, or you don't have any drill down on this. Okay, just open my RPD in online mode. Okay, now let me create dimensional hierarchy for my product. Okay, so how to create dimensional hierarchy for product is, right click on your supplier sales. There is something called new object, logical dimension. You have two options, either level based hierarchy or a parent child hierarchy. So create a level based hierarchy. So click on level based hierarchy. So give the name of your logical dimension as product. So I want to create this for product. So this just give, we will see how skip dragged and all this, you can just see this. So just click OK. So your product dimension is hierarchy is created. I don't have any levels for this now. So I want to create levels for this. So just create a level called as product total. Okay, let me open my PDF. So I am starting with exercise number 9. Okay, let me create a level called as product total. So mandatory, like there should be one grand total level, that's mandatory. Okay, so for product, new object, logical level. So name of the level, give it as product total, and this is grand total level. As soon as I do this, supports roll up to higher level of aggregation is unchecked or grayed out, and number of elements at this level is grayed out. We will see what is the use of number of elements at this level at later point. Okay, as of now keep in mind we should have one grand total level. Click OK, and within this I want to define my hierarchy. There will be one grand total level, there will be one detail level. So within that you can have all your levels defined. Now I want to have something called as type. So there can only be one grand total level, that is the reason it is grayed out. Okay, now for type, give one more child level as subtype. Right click on this new object, child level. Which one? Generic. Okay, create generic. and one more I want is product detail. Okay. Now if you just define like this, it is of no use. You have to associate columns.
Can you go a little slow, because my end it has delay. I can't see where you go.
Okay.
I'm getting little delay over here.
Okay. Fine. Okay.
So when you go so fast, so I can see like the last end product only. Rest of it I can't see.
Okay. Fine. Okay. So, yeah.
Thank you.
So what we did here, I created product total by right clicking on business model, supplier sales, new object. There is something called logical dimension. There is something called dimension with level based hierarchy, with levels. Yes.
Okay.
As soon as I did this, I created something called product hierarchy. Okay. After this, I right clicked on that new object. I had something called logical level. So I created a logical level with uh, product total, grand total level. Okay. After that, for each one, I created child levels until my product detail level. And this is what I am expecting. So this is what is decided by business, not you. Your business should divide how your hierarchy should be present. Okay. How, whether it is type, subtype, generic and specific, or how it is. So your business should be able to decide that. Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
Product is the main report tool name, and then rest of us are all subcategories.
Product is?
Product is the main part.
Yeah. Product is the main one. Correct.
Like when you create a report, so it falls in a product table, and the rest of other is like in a subcategories, columns.
Yes. So see.
Right.
See, this hierarchy is a dummy. You can say this is a dummy structure now. Nothing is been filled in, or this is not associated to any table now. Because how you do this, when you right click, still you are able to say create logical dimension for this dimension, for this one, for this one, for all the three you can see still create logical dimension. Then for which dimension this has been created? For nothing, right? So just to make sure for which logical dimension table this is created, yes, you have to associate corresponding columns to that. Okay. Rule is like, let me illustrate about the rules. Okay, so just see the rules. Not all columns in the dimension table must be associated explicitly with the level. Okay, so I have 20 columns. Not all the columns should be present at each level. It's not rule like that. One more rule. No column can be associated with more than one level. If I want to associate like that, make sure that you are associating. See, if a column pertains to more than one level, associated with higher level of aggregation, it belongs. If I want to give a detail level and specific, if I create one more level as specific. So if you want to associate it to the product key at both the levels, make sure that you are associating at some higher level itself. Okay, don't do it at lower level. No level except.
Define higher level and lower level.
Yeah. See, this is higher level. This is lower level. This is lower level, like this. So which is higher to this generic? Which is higher to this subtype? Which is higher to this type?
I see.
Okay, like this.
Okay.
Yeah, just observe the rules first. We will create. Don't worry. Don't hurry up. Just observe the rules. No level except the grand total level can exist without at least one column being associated to it. If I am creating a level based hierarchy, that means at least one column should be mapped to that. I cannot leave it blank. I cannot just create a level. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, I should at least associate one column to this. Product total, I can leave it blank. I need not to associate any column. Level based hierarchy is created for each column. When you have a column defined for each level within your hierarchy, you go for level based hierarchies. Next one. The detail level must have the column that is the logical key of the dimension table associated. So this detail level should have this product key, because this is the key which can define your product detail. Okay. So now let me pull type. So now I told you at least each level in your hierarchy should be mapped to a column, should be associated with a column, and product total can be left blank. This is a grand total level. Now just observe. So how to associate a column to a particular level is just drag and drop this type here. Check out. So do you have type at this level now? Okay. And even type code also you can do that. So type and type code, even if I am pulling, will have similar number of records. Okay. So no issues. And subtype code and subtype both can be pulled to subtype. And generic can be pulled to generic. And product key and specific can be pulled to product detail. Now remaining columns I leave it. I don't want. This one is a grand total level. You need not to define any column, associate a column with this. Okay, this is a grand total level. Fine. Now, and one more thing is, as soon as you associate columns, each column will uniquely identify that level. So type or type code will uniquely identify type level. So you should make these two columns as keys at that level. Okay, so how to do that? Click on your level type. There is something called keys. So just create a key name. Otherwise, just go for right click on type code. This is a new logical level key. Just click on this. And there is an option called use for display. So use for display means when you are drilling down to a next level in the hierarchy, this column will be displayed. You should know it had two columns at each level. So when you are selecting a particular column, when you are drilling down to the next level, your OBIEE server should know which column should be displayed in the next level. So for that, use for display. Yeah, is it type code or type? Okay, first it will be type. If I drill down on, if I click my mouse button on my type, next is whether subtype code or subtype. I want to decide, right? So that is the reason this use for display is used. Yeah. Click on OK. Next for type code, sorry, right click, new logical level key, and I don't want to use this for display. Just click OK. Repeat the same procedure for other columns also. For subtype code, new logical level key, I don't want to use this for display. For subtype, I want to use this for this display. And for generic also, that's fine. For product key also, I want it and I don't want to use this for display. And for specific, I want to use this for display. Okay. So this is how your product hierarchy is created. Okay. Now just check in the changes. Save the consistency. Save this. Okay. Now just try. Now if I right click on DIM product, will I get anything called create any hierarchy? So now if I click on customer, I see something called create logical dimension, right? So if I click on right click on product, will I see that option? I should not see that option because hierarchy is already created for this table. Fine, like this. Okay. Now similar way, let us see in one more way. Now one way is what I did. I right clicked on supplier sales, created a dimension using this option. One more option is DIM customer right click, create new logical dimension, create dimension with level based hierarchy. We will see this approach, how this approach can be used. So let me click this. By default, your hierarchy with total level and detail level will be created. One grand total level and one detail level, and all other columns which are present in your table will be associated here. What is the use of this approach is, suppose your RPD BMM layer is very big. You have 200 tables, suppose. And if I just click like this, so can I drag and drop? I have to scroll down each time to pull the column from base table. Suppose if I have 50 hierarchies, it is not like you can have only one or two hierarchies. You can have n number of hierarchies. Okay. So if I want to drag down, pull the column from bottom to the top, it is an additional effort for me. To avoid that, wherever you are creating hierarchy, if you want all the columns to be present there itself, just right click on the table, create a hierarchy. All the tables with grand total level and detail level will be present here, and from here itself you can associate each column at that level. Okay. Now tell me how to do this. For DIM customer dim, I will rename this as customer hierarchy. So just right click, rename and give customer. And for customer total, I will give it as customer total. And for customer detail, I will give it as customer detail. And now I want hierarchies with this customer detail, new object. I want a parent level for this. I want something as sales representative. And I want one more as district. And I want one more as region. So my customer, so for each of my customer, I want to check customers at region level, then each at each district level, and each sales representative level. And one sales representative can handle many customers, right? And last one is my customer, like that. Okay. So after district, I want to see something called region. Okay, like this. Now I have district, I have sales rep, I have customer detail. Next, your job is to associate corresponding columns at each level. So how to do this? I told you, you need not to pull it from here. You can directly pull from customer detail because you right clicked on DIM customer and created this. Now, what columns you want? Okay, I want region, district, sales rep, and at customer detail level, I want two values. Okay, like this I want to create. So how you do this? First thing is region should be associated to region. Drag and drop. Next is district. District do you have? Yeah, district. District to district. And sales representative to sales representative. And at this level you can remove district, region, and this one. You can delete them because I already associated to higher levels, right? So delete them. And I have customer and leave about remaining columns. So if you leave there, that means these are present at that level, and even if they are present, it is not an issue. Okay, just customer key, and just how to define this region as a key, just give new logical level key, click OK. For districts also new logical level key, click OK. For sales rep also new logical level key, click OK. And for customer, how to give it? New logical level key, use for display, yes. And for customer key also, it's already in key. Double click on this. 1 second. So double click on customer detail level. Keys, you have two keys, and both are used for display. I don't want to use customer key for display. Okay, just click OK. Check in the changes. Check consistency. Okay, DIM D1 calendar 2 has a source that does not join to any fact products that are okay. Close. You need not to worry for this because you have to define the aggregation content as soon as you create hierarchies, right? At what level your fact source should be joined to this? It should be defined. Check out. So content for product, it should be at product detail level. Click OK. Check in the changes. For DIM calendar 2, it is a warning. As of now, neglect it. Tomorrow I will show you how to create for DIM calendar. Similar way you will create. Same way you will create and associate. Okay, let me create today itself. Okay, so so which way you want? You want the first way or the second way to create it? So before this, what I want year and quarter also. So I don't have anything called quarter here, right? So let me create a new logical column in my dimension table. How to do this? Right click, new object, logical column. I want to have something called as quarter. For every 3 months, quarter. Column source, and I want to have a formula for this. Okay, for quarter I have a formula, this formula. So how to do this? You want to get this from DIM calendar to edit the expression, just copy paste this here. So case when ORCL dot supplier, then 1, otherwise 2, otherwise 3, else 4. So what you are doing here, supplier to calendar month in year. If month in year is less than 4, your quarter is 1. If month in year is less than 7, then quarter is 2. So how you are doing this? Using your functions. You have many functions like conversion functions, evaluate functions, lookup functions, mathematic functions, system functions, string functions, and all those. Using case when using your case functions, you are using this physical tables. Physical tables, DIM calendar to month in year. You have something called month in year. You can pull this here. So if you pull this month in year, okay, all these values will come up. Okay, like this. Just click OK. So I have this formula. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 values. Now my next job is just to create a dimension in either of the ways, one of the ways. So let me follow the first approach. New object, logical dimension with level based hierarchy. My dimension name is time. And how to create a level, logical level, and I have something called as time total. Yeah. No, not under product. Here. Under product means anywhere it can come. This will come. See, C is first, P, T. Ascending order, this is coming. Okay. So right click, new object, logical level. I want something as time total, which is a grand total level. Next I want year. Next I want quarter. Next I want month. Next I want time detail level. Okay, now you have all the things. Next job is associate columns. Year, associate with year. Quarter, associate with quarter. Month, associated with time detail, associated day here. Okay. Now see, you have year, month, quarter, year, quarter, month, and day. Okay. So what you can do, you can define just new logical level key, click OK. For quarter, new logical level key, and what I want to do here, double click on this quarter keys. So just define something called as quarter. Columns I want it as year, and one more is quarter. Both I want, year and quarter, and you can use this for, and you can just select this. Okay. And
Shanaka, can you go back and show me how to create a new logical key?
yeah, here you can just go to keys. Let me delete this.
Yeah, because I am getting delayed.
Okay. You can give it as QUA or TR quarter, anything. You can give any name and select.
No, but okay, you just go on right click on that particular thing.
No. Don't right click. Just click here
No.
with your
How to
mouse.
get here?
From outside, yeah, outside. Just right click, and there is something called new logical level key. Just click OK. Everything will come up like this. Just click OK. So key is created. Yeah, checking. Okay. Just right click, new logical level key, click OK. Level key is
Yes.
created. Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Just right click and just create your key, and yeah. And for quarter, what I am doing, just to add logical columns, we added. See, for quarter, what we are doing here is, for quarter, instead of one column, I'll keep two columns. Reason being, quarter is unique for each year, right? 1998 1 or 2015 quarter 1 Q1 is unique. 2015 Q2 is unique, like that. Now, suppose say, if I want, like, if I just give quarter 1, 2, 3, 4, this is not unique, because next year again this may be 1, 2, 3, 4, which is repeated. I want to, yeah, I want to make sure that at that level, combination of year and quarter is unique. that will be still 4 only, right, for each year. Even if it is a quarter, even that is still 4 only. Okay, so I want to make sure. Yeah, correct. So what I can do here, so for quarter level I am creating key as year and quarter. Okay, just click OK, and this will be used for display. Okay, now I have month, I have day. Even for month I will show you how to use month code, because month is also not unique. You can ask me Jan, Feb, March and April and everything is repeated for each year, right? Yeah, so how to make this unique, I have something called month code. I can pull this later, I will show you. As of now, just keep in mind month is there, day is there. This is enough for us. So just check in the changes, check the consistency. Logical, still this warning is there. Why? Go to your fact sales. For time also, this is very important. Using this content only, your Oracle BI server will route the query through your logical table source. That means which table to get accessed. Yeah. To which table to get accessed will be defined by this. Now DIM time also, for sources also you can define. So as of now I have only one thing. So at time detail level you can use this source, and for product also I have two sources now. So for see, now before you, this was grayed out, aggregation content group by column. Now I don't want to group by column, I want to group by logical level. Logical level is product detail. And for type, see, now you understand the difference. I have two logical table sources. For each source I have to define how it is, like type. Now at type level. Okay, so if at type level any information is requested, this goes through type only. And now for customer, you can go for customer detail already there. Okay, click OK, check in the changes, check consistency. There are no errors, warnings or best practice anything. Click OK, save the changes and just reload server metadata. So metadata is being reloaded. Criteria, just click results. Do you see type is been in blue color? So if I click on poultry, now this is a type. Where should it take me? To subtype. So just click on poultry. So are you going to subtype? Okay, just let me make one more thing. So are you going to subtype? So type is poultry only. This column is giving poultry, and each your subtypes have been changed. Now let me go to turkey poultry. Turkey. So click on turkey. You have generic product as frozen turkey. So just go for this. You have specific Delhi style frozen turkey. And there is one more option under customer. One second. So for customer, I'll give one more preferred drill path. There is something called for customer detail level. Yeah, here at detail level, let me edit this level. I have something called preferred drill path. Why you use this option is, if you want to go from one hierarchy to the other hierarchy, you go for preferred drill path. Okay, let me show this option. Just add a preferred drill path. I want to go to type level from here. Just select this, check out, click OK, check in the changes. So preferred drill path is from one dimension to the other dimension hierarchy you are directly going off. Now just let me show you that. So go to criteria, go to your reload server metadata, go to customer, which is your top level region. Click on region, click on results. East, west and central, just click on west region. You should go to district. Click on California. You should go to all the sales representatives who are associated. Click on Mayan Wagner. It should take you to each customer whom he is serving. Click on any customer. And when you click on the customer, this customer is associated with all these type of products. He is buying all these type of products. Okay. So this is how your preferred drill path is working. Now click on type again. This will take you to subtype. Click on subtype. This will take you to type. Click on generic. It will take you to specific. So all the levels in our hierarchy are navigated. That is the reason it will not give you any blue option again. Hyperlink means All the levels are navigated. Yes. Preferred drill path is from customer to product you are going. This is for preferred drill path. Okay. Why you are using hierarchies is for, yeah, customer to product, like that also. Okay, so this is how you achieve your dimensional hierarchies concept and you work, and we will see now the complexity slowly increases. Now you created hierarchies, right? Now we will see how to bring in multiple logical table sources like aggregate tables and define the aggregation content and how each aggregation content helps as in routing our OBIEE queries. All those concepts we will see in the next classes. Tomorrow we will see parent child hierarchy, then we will see all those. Fine.
Pradap, you able to see?
One second. I think very slow lag is there. Let me just. Still, I am just able to see services dot. After that, I am unable to see it. It got
If there
it
is an
got stuck
issue
there.
from uh,
Okay, now I am able to see. Can you drill down to Oracle, BI server, all those services?
yes,
This is very slow.
can we use this team viewer if this is causing an issue?
Fine, fine. That's fine. Just go through.
Process manager has the status is started. Node manager is started.
One second, one second.
Okay.
Okay. Can you open that server shutdown window? Can you open console for me? Your OBI console.
Okay. That doesn't start up actually. Yeah.
Hey, this is very slow, man. I think TeamViewer is better option actually.
So should I start with team viewer? Stop this.
Yeah, we'll stop this. Okay, I'll close this